Hi everyone, thanks to my new subscribers and to my old subscribers. Tonight I'm going to do what is stopping them pick a card. So this is I pick a card about what is stopping your person from seeing you. We all know the typical excuses like having a partner or being in a third party situation. But there are other circumstances as well. So I'll just ask, what is stopping my channel viewers person from seeing me? What is stopping my channel viewers person from seeing me? So I get the impression here that your person suffers from some sadness. It is obviously a third party situation, or it was in the past, and they've had choices in their love life, but also it's been very hard for them to get out of the space they're in, which has been very depressed. And I feel they haven't been accepting any offers from anybody because there's a part of their life that is defunct. They feel that you have offers or choices, or you're thinking about seeing other people. And I feel this person gets quite angry about that fact. Very angry. It's like they can't contain their rage. And they're jealous. You've had your own sadness to work through, your own confusing time. So I feel that you understood this person when you met them. And I feel there was an explosion of love, joy, celebration when you met. But you may not have known that this person internally was in a very sad place. Because I feel like the dynamics between you were quite positive, happy, joyful even. You felt very passionate about this person. But it really shows that what's stopping them is their situation presently, which is they don't feel confident. They're suffering these bouts of sadness, for one. They're not feeling confident to be in a relationship. They do want to be in a stable relationship despite the fact that they're looking for options in their love life, or they have options. But those options they have are lies. You know, and you're always there on their mind about the person that they really want. You stand out quite significantly because you're the face that they think about constantly. I feel they're in a more stable space on an emotional level. I feel in some respects they have been watching you or observing you. So what stops them is their uncertainty and their depressive state, basically. I feel that you're the one who is now looking at your options in your love life. And it's a bit of a topsy-turvy situation because at the time when you were ready, they weren't ready. at a time when you're building your stability and your confidence to get out there again. They're now ready. So I feel there's a lack of proactivity just presently on their part. Like they're observing you, wondering about who you're dating or seeing, thinking to themselves, oh, she's just having sex with people and it's all a big lie and they don't love her and she's all I think about. I'll just sit here in the background and I'll observe what's happening. I wonder who she's been seeing. He seems to be in a more stable space, and that third party situation is a thing of the past in these cards. But he also has choices in his love life. People or women who are around him, they're a little bit dark in spirit. He knows it's just a big lie, but he's willing to socialize with them. Into the future, he has an expectation that he can stabilize more, he can refine his situation, he can grow, he can move out of the darkness, or find that balance between the dark and the light. He wants to find that balance, and he wants to grow those feelings into something more stable, and he wants to become stronger within himself, because he's going to push out with a lot of force into the future, and he's going to express himself to you, because I feel there's a real loyalty between you despite this situation where you feel you're not getting anywhere. You feel you have to look at other options at this point, because he's being too slow. And I feel that he provoked your sense of sadness about something. It may have been his treatment of you. It may have been a suspicion that he likes someone else. It just gives me the impression that you've had a hard time in the past and you're not dealing with any bullshit. If you have to go out there and date other people or socialize with other men and enjoy it and just take what comes, then that's your prerogative, and you feel that's your prerogative. His emotions are quite strong at the present time, but his money situation isn't great. So you have this, it's very unbalanced. You know, one moment it's the depression or the sadness that's stopping him. The next minute it's the money that's stopping him. The next minute it's lack of confidence that's stopping him. The next minute it's the girls around him that are stopping him. You know, it's like you can never find that balance, and that's what stops the whole connection. But I feel what's positive about this deck is that he's moving out of those times where he's a complete wreck. Because it kind of shows me a person that has to learn to begin again, but has forgotten how to push aside bad habits in love. You know, it's kind of a comme ci, comme ça situation where whatever goes, you know, que sera, sera with him. I'm poor, might as well date the ladies around me, or I may as well flirt. I'm sad, but I can feel, you know, I feel I'm in love, but I'm sad, I can't do any, you know, like very mixed up. I mean, I feel that you are the most stable influence in his life. Maybe you could say it's a psychological thing, but I don't think so. I think it was. I think he has habits that he has to shake. It says he's going to shake them into the future and become a stronger person, but you are going to be a much stronger person into the future in a lot of different areas of your life. He has to stop being the lizard on the tree. That's the impression I get. He has to stop being slippery in his love life, and he has to stop being the wallflower, because he has a notion about you. He wants to grow something. He feels that your relationship is blessed by spirit. He feels it's something, or probably the only thing that's made him happy for a very long time. You are the only person on his mind and in his heart in terms of love. What's stopping him is his depletion of self, his borderline personality. He is becoming stronger. He has every intention of pushing this thing forward very firmly with you. But I can't see what the tipping point is. Maybe the tipping point is you actually being seen going on dates, because he is seeing he wants to be the lizard on the tree. Maybe that's the thing that does it, because there needs to be a tipping point for him to get motivated. It says he will become motivated into the future, but I feel it's dependent on you seeing others. And there is success there and stabilization. It's just that in these cards you're a lot more emotionally stable, and not only that, you're a lot more emotionally adept, so, and stronger. So he'd better play his cards right from now on in and get a fire up his ass, because once you decide that you're better off alone and just dating around or doing whatever you want to do, you're going to push him back up into the atmosphere and have him sit there as a sweet inspiration forever. So that's what's stopping him, and that's what I feel could happen between you. Okay, so that was deck 1. If this reading resonated, please like, share, subscribe and comment. If you would like a personal reading, my details are in the description box below with a link to my website and to my Fiverr account. My website is a PayPal service, so you either send me the funds with a message or you just email me an inquiry. My Fiverr account is a service facility, and you need your Google details to log into that. Okay, so let's... what is stopping them? Pick a card. So what is stopping my channel viewers person, who is most likely a he, because this is the focus of the channel most of the time? What is stopping him from contacting my channel viewer? What is stopping him from forwarding? Well, that's not it. What is stopping him from forwarding a relationship with my channel viewer? If this reading resonates, please like, share, subscribe and comment. If you would like a personal reading, my details are in the description box below with a link to my website and to my Fiverr account. My website is a PayPal service where you either send me the funds with the message or you just email me an inquiry. My Fiverr account is a service facility and you need your Google details to log in. So I have the Two of Angels, the Page of Trees, the Page of Stars in reverse, the Three of Stars upright, the Force upright, and the Six of Angels in reverse. I really get the impression from these cards that your person has a choice to make. I feel they could have kids, and that's what's stopping them. Yeah. I feel there's been a breakup in their past, so it's not a situation where there's a partner. This person's very independent presently, but they've got to sort of consider that breakup and how it would affect their children, because I feel that their kids or and if they don't have kids, it's a new beginning or this new stage of life, very brand new stage of life. They've got to consider those aspects so that they're not causing distress to themselves, because I get the impression here that they've stopped almost all communication with you. It's been really frustrating because it was a third-party situation in the past, but they see you as a really strong person, somebody very loyal, somebody very happy within themselves, very pure-hearted, very devoted, somebody very stable, but somebody who's just starting off in something. But so are they. So there's a few things going on here. I think presently they're in a good space. If you wanted to contact them presently, it would be okay. But see, in the past and in the future, they fall back into old habits. They had all these visions for you to become a successful couple, possibly have a third-party arrangement with you, which is, you know, because you did make them very happy, but so did their circumstances, and they were just trying to balance the two out, which is a big no-no, but, you know, circumstances are different. It's not like all cut and dry. But these cards are saying it was pretty clear what the situation was. So you work that one out. So they've had this breakup in their circumstances. They've had to start again in their job or a career. So there's a couple of things stopping them. This breakup in their personal circumstances has stopped them. The starting a new job, trying to learn a new, start again in a new endeavour has stopped them. And into the future, it's like their distress stops them. It's like they become stressed over this whole new start in life, and in the future that's another stopping point, because they seem to get into discussions or arguments with people again, possibly the former partner, but also they see you as a person that doesn't want to go on the journey with them to wherever they're going. So this is quite a funny one. It's like they admire you in the present, but then they lose their mojo for you because you weren't exactly what they envisioned for themselves. And I feel from these cards in the past that their happiness or their want of success with you is based on a third party situation which is now broken up. So this is an odd bod, because they can't really judge. Their circumstances aren't the best at the moment. You know, I mean, if they had a good job, it says they had quite a bit of success in the past, and that has diminished. And that can be looked at on scale, as I've said in many, many readings. They still feel strong within themselves, but they've had to start again in their personal relationships and in their professional relationships. So they must have built something very successful in the past. And there's like an ego drive here, so they were egotistical about having another lady on their arm that they found attractive. But they respect you at the moment for your strength, because there's a mirror effect here where what's happened to you has happened to them, and now they respect you as being a strong person who went through something they went through. And then their attitude changes into the future where they become very negative again. And it could have something to do with the fact that this new start for them doesn't work out as well as they'd hoped, because they seem to be descending as they move on. They see some type of potential to succeed again. Presently they're feeling strong. But see, I feel this person's at the whim of fate, because they've stuffed something up in their past. Whereas you, on the other hand, have had to start again in some aspect of your life, but also it shows that you're a very logical and rational person, and you're going to lead into the future with, you're going to diminish the harshness of the energy that you've dealt with in the past. So you're not putting up with this person or their attitude. And I feel that's going to be the stopping point. But also, it's ego which drives this person. And you're intolerant of ego because you've got your own pride. You've gathered your strength together. You've initiated your success. And you're very cold about people that just expect things from you now on an emotional level, especially, right? So I really get the impression that this person's rebuilding, you know, it could be a divorce or a separation which diminished their funds. It really shows like somebody who has had to start again. It shows a breakaway from their former successes, so they've had to start again in their job. This is the person that had ego though, and they've had to start from scratch in both their personal life and their professional life. So it's like, you're not in the same boat as they are. You're in a similar boat, but you're in a much stronger position. So what's stopping them is their pride, but a confusion in their circumstances where I feel you were separated in the past, and that has stopped them. But not only that, a lot of things have happened since then. And presently they have to start again. And I feel whatever situation in life they were in before was very successful, very stable. So it's like different to you. Your circumstances are like you've been at the whim of fate. You know how to handle yourself. You know what to do when things get rough. You know, you just know instinctively, and you know how to build yourself up. You know how to move forward in life. You know what you need to do. This person doesn't know because they've had it good for a very long time. Very, very good. So I feel that the adjustment disorder stops them because they're going to start getting negative. You've been through all that. You've been through the difficulties of having to start again. But this person doesn't know what it's like to have to start again and then rebuild your strength and adjust. That's the biggest issue here, the adjustment disorder. This person is going to suffer a serious adjustment disorder, is suffering a serious adjustment disorder. They're trying to carry their ego into their new phase of life, and it's not going to work because, of course, life throws you lemons. And they've never had those lemons thrown at them. So they're going through a difficult adjustment, and that's what stops them. But also I feel that, as we saw last night, the tables have turned. You're in a stronger position and they are in a weaker position, and I feel you're going to find that a little bit difficult, because there's that that imbalance. There's an imbalance between you. It's like things have flipped. The whole situation has flipped on its head, but this person still carries their ego with them. And I feel that will lead to you becoming more distant to them in the future, even on a communication level. Because it says you're going to cut the shit. But that is what's stopping them, their adjustment disorder. Okay, so that was deck 2. If this reading resonated, please like, share, subscribe and comment. If you would like a personal reading, my details are in the description box below with a link to my website and to my Fiverr account. My website is a PayPal service. So you can either send me the funds with a message or you can send me an inquiry by email. The other service I have is a Fiverr service, which is a service facility, and you need your Google details to log into that. Alright, see you next time.